the first point is gonna be introducing ourselves and how we got into anime, and I'll let Big 16 start off.
Oh man, okay. So, me, Harrison Lawler, 27. Everybody pretty much just calls me Law at this point now. I started anime, I'd say it was in the years between 2007 and 2009. So I know I started it in middle school. So but somewhere in sixth and ninth grade is where I started. What did we do? We started. So I started really watching Naruto and Zatch Bell. Those were the first things that I watched. So Toonami, put me on with all of that. I started the first manga I read was a Zatch Bell manga. I'd go to Borders. OG would take me to Borders. We get the manga. So the one, it was where it's several chapters, so it was like a thick book, and I'd sit there and I'd basically buy that and read that in a day, and then have to wait, however long to get the new one whenever that will come out. So that drove me into reading Shonen Jump weekly, and what I could really remember from that was really reading Naruto, and then they had the Yu-Gi-Oh! I forget which one exactly it was. It may have been GX at the time or DX. I forgot exactly which name it was. But I'd always remember they'd have like a card or something in it, that you could add to your dual collection and all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed that. To this day, I haven't actually gone down and counted. I gave a rough estimation of about how many I've watched. I'd say about 20 to 25 anime shows that I've watched. I'm really really into that. That was more so my speed than than superheroes and whatnot. So say like I'm a real heavy Batman fan, but believe it or not, I didn't get into Batman until way after I had been into anime. So I didn't get into superheroes and whatnot until I was I'd say my sophomore year of college. But I had been into anime and all of that way before. I know Sonic X and Kirby wouldn't really count as anime, but those were shows that I watched over, Saturday morning cartoons, so like Justice League and all that kind of stuff. Never got into that until I got way older, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. So anime had always been, for me, it's been great. I know we wouldn't necessarily say Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Is anime, but that's kind of that, Japanese kind of animation and all that. It's not necessarily what we consider, Naruto, One Piece, all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like the stepping stones to get there, and that's always where I've been and what I've been into. So that's just a little about me. Turn it over to you, 12. Like we said, y'all, working it out. Bear with us. We gonna get it down for sure. We promise.
Okay.
All right, we good.
I am
Raheed Davis.
Man.
It's a learning curve for us out here sometimes.
Hello, everybody out there. So you got to know about me right now. I got into anime, I think.
Man, I want to say 20
years ago.
I started
off like I was like a kid who was into wrestling. Switched over to anime and cartoons, something like that.
I got a lot into Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon, a lot of like the old school late 90s to early 2000 animes. And then from that point on, I moved over to like
Zatch Bell, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblade, all that stuff. I love cartoons when it came to it. I was more of a cartoon, but I got into anime really heavily around the One Piece era when it came out. And then I kept watching it, even though I didn't like it too much to start off with. Mm-hmm. It grew up on me more and more and more as I started watching it more. It was the same with Dragon Ball Z. It was the same with Naruto when that came out around that time. I just had to just keep watching it more and more. And as I got older, I started to appreciate it a lot more. So I think my true passion behind anime didn't come until I was like I got into it around 7. My true passion behind anime didn't come around until I was like I want to say 11, between 11 and 12 years old.
Okay.
Because I was always a kid who was outside. I played football and basketball and baseball and track and field all year round. So if it wasn't schoolwork, it was sports. If it wasn't sports, I was watching like wrestling or going to events in my pop.